What's up everybody, my name is Kasper Nørgaard and today we're looking at the wireless microphone system from Comica called VDLive10. Comica chose me for their reviewer program, so they did send this product to me for free, but they are not affecting me in any way. The price of this product was found between 179 to 200 euros. And let's start with an unboxing, because there are actually 9 different variations of this product, because you can choose between USB-C and Lightning connection, and each one are available in 3 colors. You have the black one, the white one, and also a pink edition. I chose the white edition with the Lightning connection to connect with my iPhone. So let's see what's in the box. Inside the box you'll get a package with manuals, different manuals, and you also get another box with the accessories, and the last case are the microphones itself. The accessories are a pouch to carry everything together, and that is really perfect because you can carry all the items and the accessories together. You get one TRRS to TRRS cable, and that is normally for smartphones and will most likely not work with your camera. So you need to buy a TRS to TRS cable separately. And the next thing is 2 wind muffs, which you use on the microphones itself to reject the wind. After that, you have a mount for the receiver, so you can place it on top of your camera. And the next and last thing here is the USB-C charging cable, so you can charge the box. Which leads me to the next item that contains all the microphones. And yes, this is also a charging station for all the units. The case is really nice. It is small and it is really solid, and I think it's amazing that you can protect all your equipment inside this case and have all of them also charged at the same time. On the left side of this unit you have an USB-C charging input, for charging the case, and in the front a battery level indicator to verify when it's time to charge the case. On the opposite side you have a pairing button to pair all the devices together if that is needed, and in the middle you have the button to open up the case. In the package you will get 2 transmitters, the TX and one receiver, the RX, and all of these are secured with magnets. And then they charge through these small connectors you see on the back. So it's simply just a drop and charge. And they are very secure. So that is really, really nice. The charging time are about 2 hours for these mics, and the case takes 4 hours to charge, and it will last you up to 4 hours of recording. The case should be able to charge your microphones up to 3 times before you need to recharge it again. All the units are pretty small, and the TX, the transmitter unit, weighs 14 grams and the receiving unit, the RX, weighs 20 grams, and the case itself weighs 176 grams. Let's start by looking at the transmitting unit, and each of them has a little clip on the back for the attachment. On the bottom you have an external mic input or a headphone input or output. On the top you have a built-in microphone, and on the left side you have the volume button, which is a volume button, and if you hold it in also will be a mute button. The settings for this will be visible on this receiving unit. Also, the left side can turn on and off with a small button here with 2 different settings. We have the simplex mode and the duplex mode, and I will tell you a little bit later what's that all about. The front has a little diode, a light diode behind a small fake display that is indicating the connection status. And if it flashes orange, I believe it is, there is a connection issue. Let's move over to the RX unit, which has an on and off switch on the side. It has a stereo and mono button, a audio output on the bottom, and a USB-C or lightning cable connection here, which connects to your smartphones and other devices. On the front you have a big display which shows if the RX are in mono or stereo mode. It shows how the connections is between the microphones and also the battery level indicator. And when turned on, you can see the nice part is that each microphone are split into its own track when using stereo mode. So you get one microphone on the left channel and one microphone on the right channel. And thereby you are able to adjust the volume or correct the equalizing settings separately in post. The separation is also shown on the display, and it tells you the information from each microphone, which group A or B the microphone is connected to, mute or volume level of each microphone, and also the battery level indicator. Like most systems today, it uses a 2.4 GHz signal and it has a sound latency below 20 milliseconds. So let's plug in the system to my external audio recorder, the Tascam DR60 Mark II, which is right now on a Comica small tripod. I will try to put all of the microphones together and let's see what happens. I have now switched the Tascam DR60 on and plugged everything in, and I have switched both microphones on. One where I'm using the built-in microphone, and the other one I'm using an external microphone. Actually, this microphone is the Comica Boom XD included microphone. And the next bit I will be switching between these two while I'm talking about the two functions there is in these microphones. Let's look at the microphone, the TX version first. And the first is it's set to the S signal, which is the simplex mode. And that is used to send a signal from the TX to the RX unit. If we have a external microphone plugged in, then it will figure out itself to turn off the built-in microphone. When switched to duplex mode, you have to use the built-in microphone because you can insert a headphone into the mic input and live monitor the audio, which is why the product is named VDLive10. Let's move over to an outdoor test and test the range of these ones. Outside we're doing a range test. It's getting dark right now, but I hope you can see anyway. We are having two microphones, one with the built-in microphone and one with a wire and external microphone attached, just like in the system or in the studio. I will walk back 100 meters and get closer, and when we hit around 50 meters we should see if the distance is good or if there are any issues. So let's just start walking. So this is the 100 meters and let's see if there is any connection. The microphones does not seem to have any connection issues when I'm looking at it. It should flash when no connection is available. Let's start walking. This should be just around the 50 meters. And by now you should be able to hear all the audio without any issues. So I was actually very happy to be selected as a reviewer for Comica's microphones and these VDLive10, because I think they have some great products and it's a good company as I see it. So this should be around the 25 meters and now the audio should be really crispy. Let's see how it is when we get back to the studio. Because the range is limited to the 50 meters, it is very important that the TX and the RX are facing each other directly to avoid any signal lost. In the audio quality, I have noticed some hiss or some distortion in the audio itself, and I don't know if that is any of my plugins that I'm using or if it's just how the audio sounds. It's just like it's peaking a little bit. I have also heard that the 2.4 GHz signal can be a little bit complicated when Wi-Fi is in the house, and right now I'm located at a Wi-Fi router, so that could also do some humming in the background. There are many pros as mentioned during this review, and the audio quality you have also heard in this video. But there are also some cons, and I would like to walk through those. As you can see on the RX here, the levels are not quite following my speech And I think that's a problem because I cannot use the level indicators to see if I am overexposed or my audio is too loud. Right now it is on 2 and 2 for both microphones. When looking at the cold shoe mount, which is used to mount the receiving unit on the camera or other devices, I think it will get loose over time because there are nothing to secure it, and it will be simply installed like this. I don't believe that's the best situation or the best way to do that. And to solve that, I would use magnets instead, which is already built in together with the charging station. Another thing with this cold shoe mount is that this cold shoe mount does not have the same size all around. I don't know if that's a standard in the industry, but that means that you can only rotate this receiving unit in one direction. Let's see what the issue really is. Right now the microphone is placed in this direction on my handle here, and that's fine right now, but now I want it to in the other direction. So I will just flip it out and put it in, but there's simply no space, so I cannot do that. I'm limited to this position. The same goes if we do it here. It is fine in that direction, but now I would really like to have it in the other direction. That's not possible. Another thing I am not that stoked about is that the kit comes with a TRRX to TRRX instead of 2 cables. Please just include 2 cables so you can use it together with your camera that has TRX inputs. I also are missing external microphones just like this. I think they are missing a volume indicator on the transmitter. I can see when I'm clicking the transmission, it will change on the display on the RX, but that could be miles away. So just 4 small LEDs over here, that could be really nice shown on this device. Sorry, another thing I'm also missing on the RX version regarding the volume is a metering. A number metering is also very nice because you can see right now, okay, my levels are at minus 13 decibels, and I really like to see that. A good idea I was thinking about, and what I actually thought would be the thing with these, it's the duplex mode, because you could monitor the signal, but it could be nice with a triplex mode for monitoring the signal from the RX unit. So if you're only using one microphone, let's say we're using this microphone to the Talent, then I can have the RX in my Tascam another place, and I can walk around with my camera a third place. And if I put it to triplex mode, added a headset to this unit, I would monitor the audio from these devices on a distance to make sure that there are still audio. That could be a nice feature when we have these triplex and duplex modes. So just a thought for you. I think it's really great that Comica are including these wind muffs. It has a rubber part over here, and you simply just put it on top of your microphone and it's attached. It will not go anywhere. So that is really easy and really nice. Just to do a short little test, I added the RX unit into the GH5 I have right here directly instead of through the Tascam. Just to see if there is still some crunch. I have the same settings. I have the setting at 2 and 2, and still with the left signal on this mic and the right signal this mic. So this is just a simple sound test, and also let's just get a noise floor without any sound or any speaking at all. Some of the cons were cons, and some of them were good ideas how to update or how to keep improving for you, Comica. But thank you for watching this review of the Comica VDLive10 wireless microphone system.